Hey guys, welcome back to A Tarot Tale. I hope you're doing really well. We're going to see how your story unfolds today once again. Thank you so much to everybody who's been supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Just even views, liking, obviously subscribing, sharing, any of that good stuff really helps the channel. If anyone has any recommendations for videos, please comment them down below. Thought I would do a different reading. I love obviously doing topics related to love, but sometimes you get a bit loved out and it's good to just break it up with a different reading. Obviously I will still be doing love readings. Just today I felt like doing what are your spiritual gifts. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I've got 3 piles here. This is going to be for number 1. Love this one. She's sparkly. This is going to be for number 2. There we go. It's also a bit sparkly. And this is going to be for pile number 3. So whichever one you're drawn to, we're going to get started with pile number 1 and see what are your spiritual gifts. Okay, so we've got here, first off, we've got mending. We've got the King of Wands in reverse. Got here the 6 of Cups. Life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. I'm going to put that here. They're matching up quite nicely. Let's move this down a little bit. Got prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. We've got rest and reconsider. And sea storm, calm amidst chaos. So a lot of these cards are already matching up quite nicely here. So we've got here about healing anything that's unbalanced. Here we've got mending, the 6 of Cups, which can be about reconciliation, can be about wounds, things like that from the past. Calm amidst chaos. So definitely I feel like a big gift for you guys, whether you see yourself that way or not. I feel like you're definitely healers. Especially with, like I said, the combination of these cards, but even this card, for example, just this card alone, mending. So, you could be good at counseling people. You could be good at being a mediator, a facilitator of change. You tend to be good at mending connections. And maybe you may feel like you're not good at mending your own connections. Obviously, they're the hardest to do, like our connections with people around us. But that doesn't mean that you're not really good at giving advice. You can still be really good at giving advice to other people. People may really come to you. You may just have a really healing presence. You like, you want to help people feel like that togetherness. I feel like you're somebody who naturally, self-reflects. You think about your life. You think about how you want it to be better. And you want to try to come into balance kind of within yourself. And I feel like, again, I'm just getting, people may not see this as, a power, but I feel like this message, it is quite general, but obviously depending on what your likes are, how kind of creative you are and your individual personality, healing can be a multitude of things. But when I say mending and there's, 2 people here, I do naturally kind of think about, counseling, being a psychologist, somebody who does one-on-one healing, with people. And it can be to do with physical healing, but I'm getting probably more so mental, like emotional healing, especially with, the 6 of Cups. So you may be somebody that would be a good relationship, counselor. You may be somebody that you're very sensitive, very intuitive. You kind of see how, other people are feeling. I feel like you're definitely an empath. So you may be clairsentient, so you may feel things a lot. You may feel other people's emotions, and that gives you really good insight into how to help people heal and, the right advice to give. I feel like probably your heart chakra would be really open. So you're probably in touch with your own emotions. You have like a lot of feelings. I feel like you love really deeply. And I feel like you have this kind of knack when it comes to helping people reconcile and, bringing kind of people together. I know it's not a healer, but in my head, it just popped into my head, wedding planner. Like you may be somebody who helps people on, the happiest days of their life when they're getting in union and having that, loving connection. So rest and reconsider. So I feel like you are somebody who you really think about things. You do have that logical side. So I do feel like your crown chakra could be kind of heightened as well. Like you may get messages from the divine, kind of downloads. When often when people get downloads, they just think it's um, they think that kind of they're making it up. Like they'll just hear something in their head, something will come to them out of nowhere, and they don't really think about kind of where it's coming from. But it's like, I feel like it is higher guidance that does come to you. I feel like you will, when you're alone, like this person here in solitude, you will get things coming into your head. You'll have dreams about things that can be really vivid. I'm also seeing in the reflection of something on my table, there's a lot of different colors in it. So you may be really good at seeing auras as well. I feel like you may be somebody that you like a lot of different colors, bright kind of atmospheres, pictures, or, colored walls, things like that tend to help your mood. Like you may kind of like color therapy. Like I feel like if you sat around in a room with white walls for like, probably anyone would, but a long time, like I feel like it affects your mood a bit. Like you like things to be quite bright and colorful. But yeah, I'm getting you how you do have a connection to the universe, and I feel like I think everyone does. It's just whether they're aware of it or not. Because we've got here prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So I feel like you may not be currently pursuing this dream. Like you may not be currently living, this may just be one part of your life purpose or something that you're supposed to do along the way. And I feel like you may not be doing it yet. I feel like although you may have wealth and prosperity, it's like you may not know that you could get so much more. So much more could come in if you were following this particular, path. Trying to see what I get with this card here. It's more of an odd card. So we've got here the King of Wands. King of Wands. Well, I guess just with the King of Wands in reverse, I mean, upright, it's somebody that's in their power. It's somebody that is very creative, somebody that's got a lot of passion. They have no issue being a leader, very assertive. So that kind of tells me in the reverse, you're probably not living out your dreams like this card suggests. Like it's not even that you're not following the passion, it's just you haven't found the passion. It hasn't either been ignited within you yet, like maybe something's going to trigger this passion. You just haven't found out what that thing is. You don't know that you're really good at these particular things yet. So I feel like it doesn't mean you're not doing good things now, but I just feel like you're not in your full power now because you haven't quite discovered these things. And with the sea storm, I feel like this ties into mending and balance, especially with all the water in the background. I feel like you, like I said, are a very emotional person, sensitive, very empathetic. I feel like you could be somebody that you can look into the eyes of somebody and really see their pain. I feel like you may also hold a lot of emotion in. Like you may be aware of your emotions, but you can hold your emotions in. But with Karma Meets Chaos, I feel like you're somebody that can stay calm under pressure in certain situations. Like if two people are fighting, I feel like you can really be the person who's calm and, like I said, be the facilitator and the mediator. I feel like you're that good kind of, you know, middleman in situations. Like you can really help people to get along better. It's like you just want everybody to be in a good place. I also feel like you're a really good communicator as well. And again, you may not see that as a spiritual gift, but to me, it is. I mean, not everybody is a good communicator, not everybody can observe what other people are thinking. You may connect with people telepathically. Like I said, I'm getting like thoughts pop into your head and you just kind of assume they're yours. It's like sometimes it'll happen to me where I'll get really anxious for no reason out of nowhere. I feel fine, nothing happened the day before, my mood is good, I'm relaxed, and then I think like, what makes me think that is even mine? Like that could be the nervous energy I'm picking up of somebody else around me, because it literally blows my mind that it's completely out of nowhere. And I feel like that may happen to you guys as well. So I'm feeling like crown chakra, definitely that connection to the universe, potential telepathic connection, very observant, empathetic, clairsentient. And I'm thinking you would be like a great counselor, or helping people with love, giving some kind of advice to do with love, or just to do with, you know, connections in general. So let me know what you think of this reading, part number 1. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right, so let's get into number 2. There's a sparkle. Love these crystals. Let's see what your spiritual gifts are. So I've got here regeneration. Got here the 2 of Pentacles. Got here the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Got here courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Got here gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Seek. And aloha healing. So I got this a bit with the first pile as well. The healing element. With regeneration, I feel like you have this innate ability to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an alchemist. Like you can create things out of nothing. You can turn things that are seemingly nothing into something good. I feel like you're good at turning a shitty situation into a positive situation. So you're good at transmutation. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Transmuting energy. So you could definitely be an energy healer. You could be somebody that does Reiki, stuff like that. I feel like you have this positive side to you, or it's definitely within you. With the 2 of Pentacles, I'm getting the same thing. It's like the 2 of Pentacles is somebody who's juggling a lot in the material world. You're somebody who, you know how to juggle like work, family, you know, kids, friends, whatever it is, a lot of responsibilities. It's like you really know what you're doing. And I'm getting to, even with physical things, I feel like you know your way around a kitchen, you know how to kind of run a household. Like you have a very I feel like you're very connected to things via physical touch. So physical things in your environment. Like I feel like if somebody, you know, like if you're feeling down and someone hugs you, you can feel that energy. If you close your eyes and, you know, you just kind of feel into it and you're not focusing on their kind of surface skin, you feel like you're kind of one with them. It's like this, just like this embrace. It's like you can feel this energy. I feel like you're somebody that if you grab someone's hand, there's a lot of energy coming from you. It's a good energy. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, with that I'm kind of just getting that normally upright it's about you want to collaborate with people, you want to work together with people. I don't see it in the reverse as that you don't work well with people. I feel like in this context it's more that you're good at working on your own. I feel like that's just something about you, that you're good at being self-sufficient on your own. And we've got here, if I can grab the card, we've got here courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. If you look at the person in this picture, they don't look like they would be somebody that's scared to be alone. They look like they have a tough exterior. They're tough on the inside and out. And I don't mean tough like mean or cold. I just mean you've been through shit. Like you've probably seen shit. You've been through a lot of things and it's made you grow really strong. And somebody who stands up for their beliefs, I feel like, could be a public speaker. There's somebody that could be a leader. You know, they stand up like for the underdog. You're a very caring person and a very strong person. Like, I feel like if you did some kind of healing modality, you would be very powerful. So with gifts from God, I feel like you are getting some kind of gift from above, but it's about opening up to receive. You may be someone who gives a lot and doesn't get a lot in return, or you don't even know how to receive. It's like sometimes I'll say to somebody like, oh, you know, could you please do this for me or whatever, and then I end up doing it later on because I can't not do it, or I feel bad asking them to do it. And maybe it's like you have that thing as well, like you don't know how to be in the receptive mode. You may be more in your masculine energy, which is good, very assertive, very passionate, you know, making things happen. But I feel like it can stop you from receiving from the universe, hearing what they're trying to tell you. I'm getting hearing. So when you're alone, I feel like with Seek, say if you're meditating and things, you'll get higher guidance. So again, like in part one, like downloads from the universe. And I feel like everyone probably does. It's just they're not aware to receive them, or they don't know what the messages mean when they come through. It's like you might have a question and then you might think the answer is going to come to you through your physical ears or through a dream or something specific like that. But then a friend may say something to you that relates to that, and that is the answer to the thing, but you're not realizing that that's the answer. So I'm getting you could be clairaudient. You may be, because you are, I feel like someone that's good at transmuting energy, and I feel like you're quite a physical person, like you do like physical touch, hugs, affection. You may be less connected to the clairaudient side. So clairaudient meaning clear hearing. So there may be, I'm getting like things in nature, sounds, songs, again, things that people say. I feel like those messages are waiting to be heard, and it's just a case of you meditating or slowing down and being in a receptive mode to actually get these messages. And you can see here, it's like they've got their cup in their hand. It's like you need to hold your cup and hold it out. Like, be ready, know that that's coming. Be ready for somebody to give you something, and for once, instead of you giving to someone else. So aloha healing. So again, I feel like you would be a great healer. And in the background, we've got, you can see like the nice, my hands are too short. I'm a midget. You can see like the waterfall in the background. So I feel like there's quite a lot of emotion when I look at this person. I feel like you may have done a lot of deep healing. And again, I feel like that's because you've been through some shit in your life. But there's definitely, you know, like the light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like you're really good at helping other people to heal. And you may not think that you are. You may think like, oh, you know, how can I help people if I have my own problems? But it's like you've learnt things from doing your own healing. And that's going to definitely help you to help others. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Let me know what you think for pile number 2. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Alright, so let's get stuck into pile number 3. Let's see what your spiritual gifts are. So I've got here poised, got here the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, got here the 3 of Cups in reverse, got sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Got here, share the love. So far we've got 2 number 3s here. And we've got the winged seer. You see clearly, clairvoyance. Well, that's a pretty cool one to get. It's pretty direct. You can see with all of the creepy eyes in this picture. So this may be something that you're not even aware of. And I kind of feel like with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you may have had a period in your life where you've either felt like codependent on other people, or you felt like you need other people. You know, maybe you felt like you haven't been able to generate your own money or take care of yourself. Maybe like you're quite young still and live at home, stuff like that. Because I feel like you do spend a lot of time, you know, with other people. I feel like with the 3 of Cups in reverse, I feel like the universe is kind of urging you to obviously not spend time with other people, but spend some kind of time alone to figure out a different way to interact with people. Like I feel like, say if you normally go out and will party, hang out with friends, have a drink, that kind of thing, I feel like you've got 2 cards with 3s. So I feel like you may be somebody that could work with the Ascended Masters. So if you look into the Ascended Masters, they could be definitely sending you a message. I feel like you have love that you can share, or there's something you can give to people that I feel like you're currently not giving at this time. Like I'm getting that there's like, with this card with poised as well, it's like there's this new life waiting for you. It's like it's time to really spread your wings and start to utilize this gift. I feel like maybe you've been spending a lot of time out or with friends or talking to a lot of people. I feel like you may be single and it's like you're in a place where you don't want to be single anymore. Or maybe it's that you do just want to make an effort to connect with more people, because maybe for some it could be the opposite. You're not spending a lot of time out, you know, partying or going out with friends. It could be either or. It could be either, I feel like people are kind of going out really to excess. You don't spend a lot of time alone. Or maybe you have been spending too much time alone and now it's time to, you know, collaborate and start sharing, you know, that love you have with other people, to start giving to the community, to start offering a, you know, a piece of kind of knowledge, like giving a part of you, you know, to like the community. With the chakra clearing, I feel like that you may, you know, not be aware of your own power with chakra clearing. So that says that obviously there's some blockages. So I don't know how many, but you know, if you don't kind of know a lot about the chakras, or you're just feeling crappy and you kind of can't really pinpoint what it is, I'd probably just do a complete chakra clearing. So if you look at a meditation, say on YouTube, and you type in like chakra meditation or clearing chakras. I just listened to one that just clears all of your chakras. I feel like that some of your chakras could be trying to kickstart. Like you could be going through this awakening right now, and it's like they want to, it's kind of like a muscle that needs to be strengthened and used. These abilities I feel like are starting to open up. With extra sensitive, that tells me that you are highly intuitive and you're quite empathic. And I'm getting that spending, if you are in the people I spoke about, you know, going out a lot, spending a lot of time with people, I do feel like what am I trying to say? You'll be very like affected. You'll know that you're very affected by crowds and big energies. Like you may spend time with people, but you'll get to a point where you're like, I want to spend time on my own. Like the energies are too much. You know, even if somebody goes out with you and they're talking really loud for like hours, and it's just like you feel like it's just pumping in your eardrums, and you're like really sensitive and you just can't be around it anymore. I'm getting also with extra sensitive, it's like if you are spending more time alone or you want to start, that would be a good thing because it's going to help you listen. It's going to help you feel into these kind of feelings. It's going to help you figure out how to use these gifts, you know, to your advantage. Someone that's sensitive is usually quite empathic, very caring about, you know, animals, people, the planet. You feel other emotions, you know, really deeply. So again, I'm feeling like you could be somebody that, you know, if you're really caring, then you could use that in, you know, professions like with children, with, you know, aged care, counseling, any kind of healing professions, just helping people in some kind of way is going to make you feel really fulfilled. And I'm just kind of getting that you're not kind of really doing that at this point in time. So with here, you see clearly clairvoyance. So I don't know if this is something that you guys are aware of or not, or maybe, you know, when you've been younger, you've kind of seen things with your physical eyes, ghosts, things like that. Maybe even sometimes, say, if I'm sitting there, I'll see kind of like a flash in the corner of my eye. It can look dark, like a shadow, and then I'll kind of like turn my head to the side and think like, you know, what was that? And then I just like, sometimes I forget about it. I don't always, like, I'll try to look and obviously see if there's anything there. Things like that may happen to you. You may see things through your third eye. Often a lot of people get this, but they just don't realize it. Certain messages and things you could be getting can come, say, if you're just driving or, I don't know, staring out the window, or you're just eating lunch or whatever, and you get this flash in your head. It can be like a movie playing over, like snippets of it in your mind, or it can be like a memory. If you can see that, you know, if you're seeing that in color, like in your mind, like a flash of something, you know, that is like your third eye working. Especially if you're not thinking about it, like you're not thinking about anything in particular. This is just a random thing that has popped into your head. You can also practice with clairvoyance as well by closing your eyes and trying to see something, like, say, you know, a red rose or a white lily, and see if you can see it. Try to see it as clear as possible. So again, this is like a muscle that obviously needs to be used. But if you are clairvoyant, that could obviously benefit you in a multitude of ways. You could get premonitions, see things that are going to happen. You could just see things that can help other people around you. They don't even have to be things that you don't have to tell people what you saw exactly, but you may just see something that helps you think in a different perspective that then will help you when you interact with other people. So definitely clairvoyance here, I feel like, is the biggest one. And with sensitivity, again, highly intuitive, empathic, potentially could be clairsentient as well. You may feel things really clearly. So the Three of Cups in reverse, like I said, I feel like you may not be spending a lot of time with other people right now. You may be good with seeing discernment, I feel like. I just picked that up as well. It's Three of Cups, obviously upright, can be third party situation. It can be, not always. If somebody's lying to you about something, I feel like you'll be good at seeing the truth. You may see this through your physical eyes. You may be observing things, observing them, the way that they look, certain gestures that they're giving. I feel like you see beyond what somebody is doing or what somebody is saying. You can see beyond the illusion. Obviously, it's like somebody can say, "Oh, I'm really happy today," but you can look at them and you can look them in the eye and think like, "You seem like pretty down to me." Like you're somebody that you are observant. And that's a very good ability to have. It can help you in a lot of dangerous situations, non-dangerous situations. It's just a good life skill. So I feel like whether, like I said, you're spending not enough time with people or too much with people, I feel like definitely in that alone time you can help harness these abilities. And with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like now is really a time to become more independent, self-sufficient. I feel like it's about trusting these abilities. I feel like you may not trust them. Could be because some of your chakras are blocked. So if once you kind of cleanse and do some work on them, then that will definitely change things for you. But there's definitely some abundance, I feel like, to be created from you following your passion, or even if this isn't your kind of soul mission or the only thing you're supposed to be doing. Definitely enhancing these abilities will help you in a multitude of ways. So let me know if you guys like this reading. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.